and welcome along to BT Sport's FIFA Challenge. This is gaming like you've never seen it before. We're taking the fun of playing FIFA with your mates and all the sledging, trash talk, banter and general nonsense that comes with it, and we're adding an all-star cast who will be putting their pride on the line, all in the name of being crowned the FIFA Challenge champ. We've got so much in store for you over the next few weeks, so here's the lowdown with Andrew Mensah.
Yes, guys, welcome to the BT Sport FIFA Challenge with your boy Andrew Mensah. Listen, this is about to be epic. It's a first in esports gaming. We've got the best sports stars. It's gonna be crazy. Let me show you exactly what you're in for. We have an official FIFA draft show. We have Champions League stars. We have Premier League legends. We've got musicians and bands all across the globe, all battling it out, all performing just to see who's going to be the BT Sport FIFA Challenge champion. Woo-hoo-hoo. Listen, they're lucky I'm not getting involved. They're lucky. All right, guys, let me break this down for you. So we have a total of 4 teams. They're each going to play each other once, and the 2 teams with the most points will play each other in a grand final. Let me just introduce our captains. Skipper in the roses, we have my man Ugo Monye. The Grimes squad's going to be led by my girl Chelcee Grimes. Our guy Robbie Savage, he's captaining the Dragons. And for the Premier League All-Stars, it's none other than legend Joe Cole.
And here they are, absolutely raring to go. Robbie Savage, no offence, mate, but out of this bunch, I'd definitely have you down as the worst FIFA player. Is that fair?
Why would you have that, Jules?
Well, you've never mentioned it before, and we work together all the time. You've never told me that you're a secret FIFA player.
I've got a 16-year-old, 17 yesterday, and a 13-year-old who's a FIFA champion of my academy. So, you know, I might get some tips off them, Jules. But I'm not, you're right, Jules, I'm not very good, to be fair.
Well, the other guys might be panicking now. Chelcee, you've assembled a pretty awesome team from your pals in the showbiz and football world together. And you're a pretty handy player yourself. I've been told that. Are you confident of showing this lot exactly how it's done?
I'm all right, yeah. To be honest, I've played FIFA since like 2003 or something. It's me other love. Yeah, I've definitely been to a few parties and pretended I've never played before and put a wager on it and done all right. So I'm all right, I'm confident.
You're playing it down there, Chelcee. You're playing it down. Let's get to Ugo now. A rugby player trying to prove himself on a football game. Why on earth have you decided to do this, Ugo?
Well, it'll be a bit of fun. I think the pressure's totally off me, isn't it? I'm not expected to be any good, certainly win, but I've put together a fairly impressive team. We'll certainly have fun doing it, but I'm very much looking forward to the challenge. I've got to say, I used to be very good at FIFA. However, life's got busy. I've got 2 kids. When am I going to find time in a day to get away, play on a PlayStation and upskill myself on a computer game?
Joe, he's making excuses already. He's making excuses. What do you think of Ugo, what he's saying there?
It's the Arsenal way, Jules, isn't it? You know, they get the excuses in early doors, this and that. That's what they do. So I'm quite confident as well. I mean, I've not played it for well over 10 years because, same as Ugo, young kids, so don't find the time to do it. But I'm looking forward to dusting off the pad. I reckon I've still got a little bit, actually.
Yeah, all right. Ugo, also, you've gone early with the bruised banana kit. First show and you've got it out already.
100%. I just wanted to make my intentions very clear, going back to a time in my life where we were actually decent at football. I mean, in fairness, the season's been a bit of a write-off as an Arsenal fan. I felt we won the season in July for best kit and everything else was actually irrelevant. So that's what I'm clinging on to.
All right, well, let's move on now, guys. It's time to meet our master caster, our gaming guru, our FIFA fanatic, who'll be adding some expert analysis for us. It's Mark Hatcher. Mark, thanks for joining us. I'm going to need your help with this. Tell me exactly what you're going to be bringing to the table for us.
Well, hopefully, like you said, some expert analysis of the gameplay, some commentary alongside it, and a little bit of a review on some of the players that are going to be picked by the players for their squads. There's a lot to FIFA, as you can probably imagine, and I'm sure the guys and the girls are going to find that out very, very quickly. So kind of bringing that expertise to the people at home and letting them know what the good and bad picks are.
Well, the captains have introduced themselves. We're already hearing some fighting talk. Any early thoughts on which captain shows the most promise at this early stage?
Well, I know that there's a few good players here, but I've got to call Joe out here because he's already calling out Arsenal fans. So, I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan myself. So, you know, I'm going to go with Ugo. He said he's not played a lot, but it doesn't matter. He's an Arsenal fan. So, you know, I've got to back him all the way now, haven't I? I've got to do it.
Uh-oh, Joe's already in your bad books, Mark. All right, we'll be catching up with you again very shortly. Thanks for now. Welcome back to the BT Sport FIFA Challenge Draft Show. That was Ugo Monye talking about his footballing icons, and he might just end up with one of them in his team a little later on. Stay tuned for that. But first, Ugo and the other captains have a whole squad of current Premier League players to build. So it's over to Mark to tell us how they're going to do it.
The guys will take it in turn to pick players until they've got a full squad ready to do battle. So that's 18 rounds in total. But we won't let them hang around. There's a 30-second time limit for each pick, so the pressure is on. In the last round, they get to pick their wild card, a legend of the game and the crowning piece of their squad. It's the icon pick. And it will be a snake draft format, so whoever gets last pick on round 1 will get the first pick in the next round and vice versa.
But who will get that all-important first pick? Let's play a little game now, guys, to decide the draft order. Now, you're each going to take it in turns to name current Premier League footballers, and I just want their surnames. But the name you say has to begin with the last letter of the previous player's name. So, for example, if Ugo started with Dunk, then Chelcee would have to name a footballer beginning with K, their surname beginning with K, so Cater, and then Joe would have to name one with A, and so on and so forth. It sounds simple, but you only have 5 seconds to give me an answer. Otherwise, you're out. Let's start this off now. Ugo, over to you.
Lacazette.
Edison.
Nordfeld.
Your time's up, Joe. Your time's up. That was too slow for me. Joe, that means you're going to be picking last. All right then, Robbie, over to you then with a surname of a player beginning with N.
Undombelly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, Ugo.
Edu.
You needed a player beginning with E. You were too late there. Time is up. So, Ugo, you're going to be picking third. So now it's just between Robbie and Chelcee for who's going to be picking either first or second. So, Chelcee, over to you. A surname of a current Premier League player beginning with the letter E.
Oh, I can't think of one. Eager? John Eager?
Yeah. Robbie, N.
Who did Chelcee say?
She said John Egan. So you've got N again.
No, she didn't. She didn't say Johnny Egan. She said Johnny Eagle.
Yeah, it's the accent.
I'm taking John Egan. I'm taking John Egan. That's who she meant.
You can't, hang
That's
on.
who she meant.
You can't take...
Robbie,
hang on.
give us
You
a player
can't say
beginning
John
with N.
Eagle. You can't say John Eagle and that's John Egan. It's a different name.
I heard Egan. I heard Egan.
Robbie, listen, what about this? What about this? Jules says a letter and me and you go for it. The first one wins.
I'm fine.
The letter is V.
V.
Valencia.
Van Dijk.
Oh, he's not playing.
Robbie was quicker. There you go. So that is the pick. I think we've got there. We got there in the end anyway. So Robbie's going to be picking first.
Well in.
Chelcee is going to be picking second. And then we've got Ugo and Joe will be picking last. So that is the order of the draft. All right, well, before we get into picking the draft teams, let's get inside the heads of our captains and find out exactly what they're looking for. So, Joe, let's start with you and your team. What sort of priorities do you have? Are you looking for speed? Are you looking for a technical squad? What's the top of the list for you?
I've got one person on the icon list that I've got my eye on. I'd love them to be in my team. I won't say the name so the others can't steal him from me because they've got first pick. But if I remember rightly, speed in the forward areas was massively important. I'm looking, there's plenty of quick players there, so I'll be looking for some speed.
All right, well, we'll get your icon pick a little bit later on. Robbie, what about you? Is there one particular player that you've got your heart set on?
Yeah, John Eagle, Sheffield United. Looking forward to getting him in this.
I don't think you'll find him, mate.
No, I'm looking. I've gone 4-2-3-1 duels. You know, my youngest son tells me that pace out wide, and as Joe has alluded to, pace in FIFA is very important. But there's different types of 4-2-3-1. I believe you can play. You know, my brother's telling me. So that's the formation. I think a lot of people play 4-2-3-1. So that's what I'm going with.
All right. Well, the other guys have actually gone for slightly different formations as well. Both Joe and Chelcee have both gone for 4-3-3s. Ugo, you've picked a right old fancy formation, haven't you? You've actually gone for a 4-1-2-1-2. How much of club loyalty comes into FIFA for you as well, Ugo? Are you going to be picking any Arsenal players?
Of course, there'll be an emotional attachment to it, but we're in this game because we want to win. I think my formation is fairly dynamic. It's quite compressed. I sound like a pundit now. We're talking about a FIFA game. However, you know, to highlight what some of the other guys are talking about, I am looking for speed. You need that dribbling ability, especially when you get into that final third.
It's a serious game, Ugo. It's a serious game. Chelcee, you're a Liverpool fan. Lucky for you, there's quite a few Liverpool players who are rated pretty highly in FIFA. How much of your heart is over your head with picking for this?
Yeah, of course. I think everyone, if you know, they get a first pick at a centre back, Virgil is going to be the #1 pick. But you know, we've got chance with the left and the right back, potentially the best two in the league. And yeah, what Joe said, speed, Salah, Mane. You know, you can't really go wrong with them. And also, for me, I'm just looking for a CDM as well, someone who can break down the midfield and get the ball back for us and get us up the pitch.
All right, well, that's the insight into the captains' teams. Let the draft begin. Our team captains will have 30 seconds each to make their picks for round one. So, Robbie, you're going first. Over to you.
Right, Jules, I'm going to go for a defender, the best defender in the Premier League, the best defender in the world. No doubt about it. Chelsea's alluded to this player already. I'm going for Virgil van Dijk. End of. Who's going to get past him?
Chelcee is going to be raging that you picked Virgil van Dijk. Mark, what are his FIFA stats like?
He is, in my personal opinion, the best centre-back, not only in the Premier League, but on the game. So you've got an amazing pick there. He's tall, he's strong, he's quick, he wins everything in the air, he wins everything on the ground. Fantastic pick there, Robbie. You're going to have a lot of fun with him as his centre-back.
All right, so Robbie's first pick, Virgil van Dijk. Chelcee, it's over to you for your first pick now. Probably a bit upset that Robbie's gone Virgil van Dijk, but who are you going for first?
I am. That's upsetting, Robbie. That's upsetting. But we're going to change it. I'm going to go for a winger. And obviously, being a Liverpool fan, I needed some pace up there. So I'm actually going to go for Mane.
Straight in there with the speed, Mark. She's gone for Mane.
Yeah, speed, strength. I know that Chelsea's played a lot of FIFA and will know how good Sadio Mane is in the game. So, as you mentioned, speed, strength, he can finish. He's got skills as well, and he's got a really good weak foot as well, which is really important in FIFA. So, very, very strong pick to have out wide.
All right, 2 Liverpool players so far. Over to you, Ugo, for your first pick.
Yeah, I'm going for a central attacking midfielder. And for me, this is one of the most technically gifted players in the Premier League. I'm going for Man City's finest. It's Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, I was wondering when one of you would pick Kevin De Bruyne. Mark, what a player he is.
He's an amazing player on the real pitch, obviously, and on the virtual one, he's got something about him as well. He's not quite as agile in real life, in my opinion, but he's kind of a tanky player on FIFA. So he's got a perfect weak foot as well, plays exactly the same with either foot. So if you get in a position to shoot with him either foot, just let it go and he'll hit the target.
All right, Joe, it's over to you. You're the last in the picks for the first round, but I tell you what, there's still some amazing players for you to pick first. Who are you going for?
I'm going to go with a striker as well and get this in the bag. I'm going with a main man, Kun Aguero from Man City. No doubt he knows where the back of the net is on this game as well as in real life. So he is going to be my #9.
All right, so 2 Liverpool players, 2 Man City players, Mark. We can see where the captains are going with this.
Yeah, no real surprise, is there? You know, FIFA translates from real life onto the virtual pitch. And yeah, Kun Aguero, what a player he is in FIFA as well. He's not the quickest of strikers, but to be honest, the Premiership doesn't have the quickest of strikers in FIFA. So he's one of the ones that's up there, very agile. And as Joe said, much like real life, you give him a chance in front of goal, he's going to work the goalkeeper and he's going to stick those chances away. So very good pick.
So the first piece of the jigsaw has been laid down for each team. We'll continue the rest of the draft after the break as we build up towards the final round, the crowning piece, the icons. Welcome back to BT Sports FIFA Challenge, where Chelcee, Ugo, Robbie and Joe have made that all-important first pick. On to round 2 then, and Joe, as you picked last for round 1, in the snake format, that means you now get to pick first for round 2. So over to you.
I'm going to go with Mo Salah. Partnering him up with Aguero, I think, is going to be dangerous. So I'm looking to have him. I don't know whether I'm going to play him on the left or the right, but just having him in my team, I'm delighted with that as a front two. I think I'm going to cause a few people trouble with them too.
Yeah, certainly one you wouldn't want to play against. I think Joe's made some pretty good picks early on here. As you say, a lot of pace out wide is so important on FIFA, so getting one of the quickest players in the Premier League in that winger position, he's got a lot of technical ability as well. He turns on a dime. He's a hell of a player. So, yeah, great pick there from Joe.
Right, going to go for a bit of strength in the midfield, some of that can create as well as be good defensively. Man United player without the agent, I'm going for Paul Pogba.
He's 88 rated. He's very, very good in FIFA in that central midfield position. If that's what you're looking for, you got a little bit of strength. He can go forward. He can do the defensive work as well. That's what he's going to offer you. He's also got 5-star skills. So if you fancy learning a little bit of the joystick and getting some skills out, he's your man. The Frenchman's is a very, very impressive player in FIFA.
Okay, so I'm going to go for a forward here. And honestly, he's one of my favourite players to play with. And he might not be first pick for people, but I've gone for Son. I play him sometimes just behind the striker, but he scores so many goals for me from outside the box, in the box. I love playing with him.
I would have had Son as my first pick in that striker position. That's how good he is on FIFA, and she was exactly right.
Wow.
You know, he's going to score goals. He's got a 5-star weak foot as well, so either foot, he's equally balanced with his shooting statistics. So you can go left, you can go right, he's going to finish, he's quick, he's strong. He would have been my first pick in that striker position, so very impressive stuff there.
Yeah, my next pick would have been Son. Great pick from Chelsea there, but I'm going to go for a winger. He's not played much for Manchester City this season, but on FIFA, I'm going to go Leroy Sané.
Pace, again, the Germans got loads and loads of pace. You can sort of see the, what's happening in these teams at the moment, especially in those wide areas. Pace is so, so vital. But he's also a little bit like Sadio Mane in the fact that he has that strength. He's 6 foot tall, so he's going to be bullying those fullbacks as well. A very, very smart pick there from Robbie.
And Robbie, we're staying with you because the snake format means it's your pick first for round 3.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the leader at Arsenal, centre forward, bags of pace. It's only Aubameyang.
Loads of pace, and that's the name of the game here. If you can get pacey players in up front, you're going to have some fun with those balls in behind. And Aubameyang probably would have been my second pick to play up front just because of that sheer pace that he has. If you can break through a defensive line, much like in real life, there's not really going to be anyone who can catch him. So, yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is a very strong player to have up top.
Okay, I'm going to level it out a little bit and go for a CDM, so a defensive midfielder, and I'm going with Kante. He breaks everything up in there. He's small and he just gets the job done. Yeah, and he's quick.
Premier League winner, and I get the feeling here that Chelsea is showing her cards a little bit. She's played a lot of FIFA, and N'Golo Kante, in my opinion, is the best central defensive midfielder, not only in the Premiership, but probably one of the best on the game as well. He's quick, like you say. He's deceptively strong as well. He bites into the tackle, and he's got a good pass on him as well. So he's going to be really difficult to break down if he's in that midfield.
Well, Robbie just ripped my heart out by taking Aubameyang. He was absolutely nailed on for me, but I'm devastated by that. But I'm going to go for his centre-forward partner in Alexander Lacazette. Part emotional, part because he's absolutely brilliant. Hopefully he can do a job for me up top.
That you missed out on Aubameyang. I understand how that feels. I kind of wanted you to get the Aubameyang-Lacazette link up top. But he's a very strong player in FIFA, so you're going to be able to play the ball into him and kind of hold the ball up nicely. He's going to be one of those players who's not going to be bullied off by the big central defenders. He's got a good finish on him as well. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. So he's very dangerous inside the box. A pretty solid choice.
I'm going to start getting a bit more steel into my team as well. I'm going to go with Fernandinho from Man City. Just looking at him there, he looks like his stats are pretty good. and I'm going to start building the spine in my team now. I feel I've got enough of them two up front, so now a little bit of bite in midfield.
He's very impressive in game, 86 rated in game, I believe he is, possibly 87. But he's also one of those key players that you're going to see in every player's team. You need that central defensive midfielder to sit and break up the play before the players can break through and attack your back four. So smart play to get the central defensive midfielders in early, especially when there's quite a limited pool of top tier ones in the Premier League.
All right, another key pick there for you, Joe, and we're staying with you for your fourth pick.
Right, for my fourth, I think I'm going to go with a goalkeeper. I'm going to go with Alisson. Hopefully he doesn't have much to do, but
Joseph.
that's upset someone there. Yeah, I'm going to get the big man in net. So the spine is now looking very, very, very good.
Do you know what? I can hear Robbie's reaction. I can see you. You wanted him, Robbie, didn't you?
That was my next pick, Jules. That was my next pick.
Listen, Rob, this is the start of my managerial career, so I'm taking it seriously, mate.
Mark, Alisson, best rated keeper in the game?
Not one of the best rated keepers in the game, but one of the higher rated keepers in the game. But I would say that he was in my team for a long time this year. So he's a very, very solid, dependable goalkeeper. He's not too flashy, but he's very good in one-on-one situations. He's a solid pick to have in as your last line of defence. So yeah, good to get Alisson in.
All right, Ugo, over to you. Are you going to go for a goalkeeper next?
No, central midfielder. I had a look down the list. Jordan Henderson, that was just purely on just how well he's led his team this year. But that's real life. We're now talking about the game. And he's been trumped by one of his compadres at Liverpool. And I'm going for Fabinho.
I would say after N'Golo Kante, Fabinho would have been my pick for the central defensive midfield position because he has that height and that kind of rangy motion that he can cover a lot of space and makes really effective interceptions. So Fabinho's a really, really good player. He was in my team right at the start of the year. So, yeah, Fabinho will definitely do that job that you're looking for him to do in there.
Finally, some praise from Mark.
Chelcee, over to you. Mark has been raving about your team. Who are you going for next?
So I was going to go for a goalkeeper next, but in my head, the boys aren't even going to get that far, so it doesn't really matter. I can let that pick go. I might go for Felipe Anderson, another forward, to just balance it out up top. I think, we're playing Son, Mane, and Felipe Anderson. He gets the ball on his right foot, and he scores a lot of goals for me outside of the box. So, yeah, Felipe Anderson.
Yeah, 84 rated in game, though. So a very, very effective player. And he has all of those components, again, that you're looking for in a wide attacking player. He's got the pace, he's got agility, he's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He can shoot pretty much, like Chelcee was saying, he's got a decent finesse shot on him as well, so you can beat the keeper from range. Very, very solid pick. And he's one of the kind of hidden gems in the Premier League. So very solid pick, Felipe Anderson.
I'm going to pair Virgil van Dijk with Joe Gomez from Liverpool. Very quick on FIFA.
Very, very solid and very interesting pick as well. And I think that he might have been influenced by someone on this pick because you look at Joe Gomez's rating in game, he's only 80 rated. But if you've played FIFA, you know how some players play above their in-game statistics. He's quick, he's strong, he's very good in the tackle and a perfect partner for Virgil van Dijk. So Joe Gomez, definitely one of my hidden diamonds in the rough, shall we say, as far as picks is concerned.
Very nice, Robbie. And we're sticking with you for your fifth pick.
I'm going to add another Liverpool player to my back four. I'm going to go Andy Robertson at left back.
He is one of the highest rated, in my opinion. He is the highest rated player in that left back spot in the Premier League. And that's a position, the left back position, where there isn't a huge amount of options. So I think getting that pick in early is, again, shows a little bit of scouting's been done here, getting Andy Robertson in at left back. Very, very good idea to get him in early.
Yeah, that was my next one. He's in my team, my ultimate team, and Robbo, he's so fast, it's hard to get past him. So great pick from Robbie. I'm going to actually go for the Man City right back, Cancelo. He's quick again, and yeah, just over Trent. I'm sorry, Trent, but he's just not as fast. So I've gone for speed.
Cancelo, one of the best right backs in the game. I wonder if Chelsea's going to maybe switch him over to play at left back as well. I've got a little inkling feeling that she might be looking to do that. So, yeah, Cancelo, again, very good going forward as well as having that height and physicality and pace that you mentioned to deal with the quick wingers, but also has 4-star skills. So if you want to get a little bit tricky going forward when you get into the box, he can certainly provide that for you.
Chelcee, don't give your tactics away yet. Over to you, Ugo, for your fifth pick.
Going to bolster my defence, looking for someone that can obviously defend really well as contribute up top. So I'm looking at Chelsea's left back in Alonso.
Marcos Alonso is, in my opinion, not one of the quickest players to pick in that position, and that's going to really hurt him. His pace isn't up there with some of the other options that might be available. Although he's got very good defensive statistics, he's very well balanced all round as a player. He's going to struggle if the ball gets played in behind him and someone's using one of those quick players. So you might have to just make sure that you're not letting him venture too far forward and get into positions where he can't track back very comfortably.
Oh, harsh there from Mark. Okay, Joe, over to you for your fifth pick.
I'm going to go in a midfield again. I don't know which one of the Silvers to go from Man City, but I'm going to go with experience. I'm going to go with David Silva. I don't know if that's the right one. So David Silva, with his quick feet and his ability to find a pass, I think he could be the one that unlocks it for me.
It's very interesting. He was trying to decide Bernardo or David, and he's gone for David. He's a very, very good technical player in FIFA, does lack pace, which is the sort of the running theme at the moment. But as you say, he can pick a pass, which is one of his outstanding attributes. His finishing's not quite up there, though. So if you get a chance, maybe look to use that passing and play it to one of us, Aguero, get him into the game. But yeah, if they can strike up a little partnership like they do in real life, I'm sure that David Silva's going to do him a job in that attacking midfield position.
All right, cheers, Mark. So let's see what the captains make of their teams so far. Robbie, you happy with how it's coming together?
Yeah, compared to Ugo's, I think Ugo's just going off what he sees on the TV, not actual FIFA. I'm really delighted.
I think we need to hit a reset button. Just go again. Do you know what I mean? I'm relatively pleased with my team. I think my next pick is really crucial, just to be able to bring a little bit of glue and concrete. I am worried about Chelsea, though. She's picked well and shown a real ruthless streak in what she's doing.
Take the risk or lose the chance, boys.
Joe, you get the first pick in the next round. Are you happy with how it's gone so far, though?
It all comes down to my icon. If I get the icon player that I want, then it all just comes together. He's crucial in my team.
All right, let's bring Mark into this and see what he thinks so far of the captain's picks. Mark, whose team is looking the strongest to you?
I'm going to have to say Chelsea's at the moment. She definitely knows her FIFA. She's definitely got what we call meta players, the most effective players, essentially, in the game. But Robbie's made some really smart picks. That Joe Gomez pick is one of those, like I said, a little diamond in the rough. And there's a few players in the Premier League that aren't maybe the highest rated players, but they do offer a lot in game in FIFA. So I'm pretty impressed. And also, Ugo, I'm not hating on your team. I've looked at it. It's pretty solid, but I am terrified of your Marcos Alonso there at left back. I've got to be honest with you, mate. All right.
Mate, it's fine, Mark. It's fine.
Welcome back to the BT Sport FIFA Challenge Draft, where our captains Joe Cole, Chelcee Grimes, Ugo Monye and Robbie Savage are well on their way to building their dream teams. Here's a breakdown of the rest of the draft right up until that crucial last icon pick.
I'm going to go with Wijnaldum in midfield, another strong attacking midfielder that can score goals.
Help bolster my defence as well as improve the attack. I'm going for Man City's own Kyle Walker.
I was going to go Kyle Walker then.
Because of my formation 4-2-3-1, I'm going to play Firmino as a 10. I'm going to go for an incredible player. I'm going to go for Raheem Sterling.
I'm going to stay at the back and make sure that we're all ready to go. And I'm going to go with Laporte.
I'm going to stick with the centre-back as well. I'm going to go to the dark side of North London and pick Toby Alderweireld.
You're a traitor.
I thought for a second that Ugo was going to make another big pick, and I thought he was going to go Davinson Sanchez from Tottenham, and I would have been like, brilliant pick, pace strong, but he's gone with another slow player.
Off the back of that advice, I'm going to go with Davinson Sanchez, the Spurs one, the one that Ugo should have picked.
If I put Adama Traore in as an informed right back, can I have him as right back?
No, because I was going to get
Traore,
base
but
not
item,
on the list.
I'm afraid. Base gold item. No informs, no special cards, it's just base gold. I'm impressed with your knowledge, Robbie. I've got to say, mate, your knowledge is really impressive.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Sissoko.
I'm going to go for another CDM as well. I'm going to go Matic.
Yeah, going to pick goalkeeper, Man City's goalkeeper, Edison.
The biggest pick for me, Moussa Sissoko. He's amazing in FIFA. For whatever reason, he's the best 81 rated card that I've seen in a long time.
I've been deliberating between Rashford and Martial. On the theme of pace, And I think I'm going to go with Rashford.
I'm going sticking with the same team, Man United, an attacking centre midfielder, Jesse Lingard.
Sticking to Manchester United, the goalkeeper. Yeah, I've gone for yeah.
Once again, Ugo, I have to question Jesse Lingard. He's decent in games, but there's probably some better options. But Marcus Rashford, very, very good pick.
Ugo, make this one count.
This one I desperately need, Jesus, but it's more a symbolic pick than anything because I'm going to need Jesus to win this competition.
Mark, there we go. We have our starting 11s from our captains. What do you make of those? Did Ugo redeem himself with Jesus or not?
Ugo, you know what I'm going to say, mate, don't you? You know what I'm going to say. It's a great pick. Gabriel Jesus is really good in FIFA, so you've done well there, mate.
Yes.
You finally got a player in. That was a really solid pick that you can rely on.
Well, Ugo needs all the help he can get with his icon. Those picks are still coming up. Chelcee, you've had high praise from our mastercaster, though. Are you pleased with your team?
Yeah, I feel like at the beginning I had a good run, and then it got harder. And I think me centre backs, I wouldn't have picked them. But you know, I feel like we've got a good, strong midfield and attack. So yeah, it's one of them.
And Robbie, with the help of your assistant manager, who we cannot currently see, the secret assistant manager, you've picked a solid team.
Yeah, I've got a lot of combinations as well, Jules. You know, when you create a team in FIFA and you get all the arrows with all the link up, I think I've got a few of them as well. So I'm really, really happy. Defensively look good, pace out wide, you know, and a very good number 10 in Firmino. So, yeah, decent.
And Joe, you've been going about your business quietly. You were the 4th pick. You had the last pick, but actually you've assembled a pretty solid team there.
Yeah, it's a decent team, very well balanced. Just happy that I got Salah in. I wanted him, and like I said, it's once the icon just slots into that team, I'm in a strong position here.
Mark, question. Obviously, I'm behind the 8 ball at the moment. We're going to go into the icons round in a minute. Looking at my team, where do I need to be focusing my attention?
I mean, I want to say left back, but then I don't want you to waste an icon pick on a left back position. You know, you pick a position that's going to influence the game a lot. So if that's striker or central midfield, probably what I'd look to do.
It is time for that all-important icon pick. There is a list of incredible legends of the game that you guys have got to pick from. It's that one player that can make all the difference. So who are you going for? Robbie, you get the first pick.
Right, I'm going to go for this absolute legend. He's above 80 in every stat on FIFA. What a player. Played for Chelsea. I think the best player on FIFA. I'm going to go, my icon, Ruud Gullit.
Yeah, Robbie summed it up perfectly. He is the best player on FIFA. You ask professional FIFA players who's the first name on their team sheet when they put their teams together. It is Ruud Gullit every single time. He's got everything. He's got a 5-star weak foot. He can defend. He's quick. He can shoot. He can pass. He's huge. And he's got amazing hair in game. So there's nothing to not like about him. He's going to be amazing in that central midfield position for you.
I love that you had to comment on the hair as well, Mark.
If there's anyone who can, it's me, right?
All right, Chelsea, let's get your icon pick next. I saw you had your hands on your head then. Was he going to be your pick?
Yeah, he was. To be honest, I don't play a lot with icons, so this was just me going off because he's King Kenny. So I think I'm going to go for Kenny Dalglish. I could have went for Thierry Henry, but I'm going to try and do what feels right for me and go with him and then slots on into a cam role and hopefully that's line me up, yeah.
Yeah, Kenny Dalglish, phenomenal player on FIFA as well. The good thing is he's quick, agile. He has a 5-star weak foot as well. So that means either side that he's going to shift the ball, he's going to be able to shoot, which is absolutely vital in the game. So he's a really, really strong pick out of the entire pool of icons, not just the ones that are available for this draft.
OK, and over to you now, Ugo. So far, Mark hasn't praised your team too much. Let's see if you can get that all-important praise from our mastercaster with your icon pick.
I do think we'll be aligned in our thinking here, and this guy deserves ultimate praise. He's an absolute legend of the team that I support. I need a bit of firepower up front. Mark said I need to pick someone that can change a game, and this guy can do that exactly. I'm picking for the one and only Thierry Henry.
I was hoping you'd say Patrick Vieira, to be honest with you, but, you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Thierry Henry is, in my opinion, the most criminally underrated player in FIFA. He should be one of the best icons of the game. He is very good, don't get me wrong, he's very, very good, and he's going to give you that firepower that you were looking for. However, Patrick Vieira, he's an amazing player in the game. It's a bit of a toss-up, but he's going to score goals. Get him a chance. Thierry Henry, right? He's going to score goals for you.
To be fair, Jules, I'm surprised that Ugo didn't go for something like Nigel Winterburn on it.
Ugo, you had very good reason to pick Thierry Henry, but still, Mark had something to say about it. Joe, finally, it's over to you to pick your icon.
I'm so happy that no one's picked the one that I wanted. This man, what a player. Before my time, but I'm so excited to see him play now. George Best, probably the greatest player that's come out of these shores. So I'm so excited that we're bringing him to life, and I'm hoping he's as good as he should be.
Yeah, he got the player he was looking for, and he's not going to be disappointed as well. I think, on reflection, Joe's actually got a really balanced team, and I think the pick that he's gone for is certainly going to help that. And I think that out of all of the squads, it's kind of the dark horse squad that, like you were saying, Joe's quietly gone about his business. He can be very happy with these picks. I think he's got a good balance across the team, and it's going to be difficult to beat.
Well, let's reflect on the teams now then. Captains, Joe, how does it feel to be called the dark horse of the competition?
When you get last pick, you're a bit worried, and I always had George Best in my mind. I wanted him in my team. So I was picking the whole team around that and leaving the right wing attacking midfield for him, and just so happy to get him. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it now.
Joe Cole's squad ends up looking like this, with a partnership of Rudiger and Sanchez offering both pace and power in the centre-back positions. A balanced 4-3-3 formation means that Rashford and Salah can provide the pace out wide, and the addition of George Best as the icon pick means there'll be some creativity in the middle of the park to feed the likes of Sergio Aguero.
Chelsea, your team right from the start got all the praise from Mark. Are you happy with how it's all come together?
Yeah, like I said, I think I had a good first few rounds, but then the boys started snapping up players quite quick, so it was hard. But I think getting King Kenny, like I said, up top, and then we've got a decent build around them. So I'm happy, yeah.
The Grimes squad team has a solid centre-back partnership in Laporte and Vertonghen, but it's up top where this team really excels, with Mane, Son and Anderson all adding pace and power. The icon pick of Kenny Dalglish is also going to add to that attacking prowess, and Chelsea can certainly be happy with the squad she's ended up with.
Robbie, you surprised Mark with some of your FIFA knowledge. Are you happy with how your team looks?
Extremely happy, Jules. Great defence. The spine of the team, as we all know, in football, so important. You know, Van Dijk, Hullet, Aubameyang. Wow, what a team that is.
Taking a look at the draft for the Welsh Dragons, a couple of standout performers for me in Virgil van Dijk and both Joe Gomez forming a partnership in the centre-back position. Robbie certainly had a little bit of help with the additions of Moussa Sissoko and Gomez, very experienced players in FIFA, although their rating might not show it. He also picked up the icon Ruud Gullit, arguably the best player in FIFA.
And finally, Ugo. Ugo. That team of yours, you're going to have some serious skills to get them to win.
Yeah, got a bit of work to do. I think I've got some quality in there, but it's absolutely balanced out with some pure garbage. I've had a few shockers. The one element of this, what we're not talking about, is team cohesion and culture, and that's exactly what a coach needs to bring. I'm hoping it's going to be an element which not just me, but my fellow teammates will be able to bring and deliver when it comes to match day.
Looking at Ugo's team, the lack of pace might punish him a little bit, with Alonso and Alderweireld in the defensive positions. However, the addition of Thierry Henry as his icon pick is going to add pace and power up top, and he'll be looking for the Arsenal man to score some goals to make his shirt worth the while.
Jules, I think that Ugo needs the best FIFA player in the world, Tex, to play for him.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. What do you guys at home make of the draft? What do you think of our captain's picks? Who's got the best team? We want to hear from you. Get in touch with us using the hashtag FIFA Challenge.